Hello, I'm Evidence Thief Pixel Doctor.
I'm the Judge Haruka.
And I am the mud deadlock.
The Mud?
I was trying to.
I think he said
Too many
mug.
words were combined together. Bite me.
I thought you were going to say, like, Mudslinger. Like, political mudslinger.
No, I am the mud, is what I was trying to say.
He's
Oh.
the hash slinging slasher.
That was the fast pinging.
the
The
rash...
mash singing.
The rash dinging on Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm. Well, things are gonna get settled at long last, one way or another. Ah! That's a big idea!
Sorry, Nick. Only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. As always, Edgeworth. Hope Von Combat doesn't push him too hard, though knowing him, he's going to be a complete other ass about it.
Yeah, this is the final trial day. Whoa. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya? Maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Keep this girl away
That's
from
not how
water.
electricity works.
Yeah, just touch something metal.
That'll hurt like hell.
Yeah, but it still discharges it.
Yeah, but that's not how those things work, right?
Yeah.
It's just supposed to be. It's just supposed to be
Charge
comedic.
would be gone by now.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be comedic.
Yeah, try not to electrocute anyone who's way out.
And she proceeded to electrocute. I'm assuming Gumshoe.
Probably.
Yep.
What's gotten into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe. How's it going, man?
It turns out to be a stun gun, actually.
Morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good morning.
How'd it go, Detective?
Have no fear. As promised, I captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired.
Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. I can't feel my left side anymore, though.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it.
September 28th, 10 a.m. District Court Room number 3. You guys ready? This is our final trial day.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm
sorry, where do you see Maya anywhere in this picture?
I'm just excited. Prosecution is ready. I'm usually the main character. Throws me off.
Wait, I'm sorry, did you say execution?
Right. Very well. They've reached the final day of the proceedings in this trial.
Mr. Wright, you remember that axe you told me I was grinding? It's ready.
I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood. He didn't fight back.
Come on, don't be all-concerned by every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. Yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well.
No problem. He's up to something.
Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Well, he's going to use this to bring in DL6. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. Lives in the boat rental shop on the lake where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Sorry. Why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
Ah, Jesus Christ, wow. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Eh?
I left court.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, you see. I figured I got nothing to do with the incident anyhow. Yeah, I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yogi. You're young Yogi, I'm gonna prove it.
Alright, is there any statement you want to press?
The one where he... The one where he goes, I need a motive to do it. Because that's not something an innocent person would say.
We kind of... we don't have evidence.
We have one thing.
We have the bullet. That doesn't tell us anything.
Not what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
Bird.
It's not a motive. Bird's not a motive.
No, the bird knows a lot about this stuff. We can at least press him for now before we can find a contradiction, but...
Yeah.
The case file might be important. Parrot's not really going to tell us anything.
Actually, why not, let's press this one. This statement that is on here. Because, you can't just leave even if you don't think you're part of it.
You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep, seems like it.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness is testifying quite clearly he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old cogger's head? Barrett? Barrett? Parrot knows. Parrot knows all.
Deluxe fixate on the parrot now. First it was the boat shop, now it's the parrot.
No, well, seriously. Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't think it is. I don't think presenting the parrot is going to do anything right now.
Well, remember he said he was tell the parrot everything because he's been forgetting a lot of things. The parrot would know who he is.
Well, yeah, the parrot might, but I don't know. I don't think that's what it wants here.
I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue. This is the motive thing. Did you want to press this one, MJ?
Yeah. No problem. No reason not to press things.
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took up revenge on them, right?
This would have worked well if you still had that note, Phoenix. Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge, it's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over.
You said it twice.
You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question.
Yes.
But does that really have anything to do with the current case?
Yes.
Of course, Your Honor. The witness said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who the witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is it? You know who he is, you bastard.
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
It's Edgeworth.
Yeah. No, it's Hammond.
Ah, you're right. The murder. The murdered.
Victim.
He
Get on
faked
with it.
his suicide just to frame Edgeworth.
I'll just pick Yanni Yogi because we all know that's the right answer.
His
Nope.
name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Ah, he's a former vampire.
Oh no!
That kind of counts.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident.
I thought the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
He did. He just took a second to remember.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tis. Jumping to conclusions against Mr. Wright. This man is this witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. Allow me to repeat once more that this witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I don't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to fingerprints on file for Yogi for 15 years ago.
I see, that makes sense.
Tisk. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
I'm sorry, what? No fingerprints?
Sure. You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. Back in New Jersey.
Oh
I
no.
burned my fingers working with the stuff, yep.
Yeah, that's a very common thing.
This is heavily suspicious. You sneaky Yogi. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Wait, how does he remember this?
Well, because it could have been more recent.
Well, the witness has no fingerprints. I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
Call up the chemical plant. Get the employee records. Tisk. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems the case has been decided, no?
Oh. I know what happened. I know everything. Just can't prove it. But no, I can't end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There's no one who can testify as to who the witness is. No one! Nick, what are we gonna do?
There is someone who can testify.
Not someone, but something.
Exactly. I mean, did anyone consider that his fingerprints would have been erased?
I did.
Well, you've seen this before, so you don't count. Alrighty. I know what I need to do.
Keep in mind, if he has to question himself for there to be game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mr. Wright, Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief, hmm?
Sure, let's go with it.
Once the screen cleans up. There it is. Yeah, very funny. Your sword winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Yeah, like we were saying. Doctor examine the parrot.
What is it, Nick? No. You're not going to be. I mean, yeah.
Your Honor?
I don't blame Maya for thinking he's crazy.
The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take what?
On his proposal? Even Karma's confused.
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine his witness's parrot.
Everyone's like, what the fuck is he on about?
Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot in the first place, Von Karma. I have the right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yes, I'm doing it.
MJ?
No, I don't want
Just... We're doing it. I want to see the parrot.
Let the parrot take the stand.
He's a key witness.
I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. I still don't understand how we know it's a girl.
to. Polly.
Just because it's Polly doesn't make it a girl.
Not to mention, it's a very common name for parrots in general.
It is still a female. It's still a more feminine name by existing.
Well, there was Polly Pockets for a bit. Anyway, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence.
Can't rig this.
Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. If Von Karma somehow managed to do this to a parrot, I'll be impressed.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
What a good parrot. Delic, are you happy now? You get to question the parrot.
Yes.
That's quite a bird. Please, tell us your name.
Don't worry, in one game you have to question a whale. I'm not even kidding. Name. It's a bird, Judge.
Listen, the witness is ignoring me. I will hold you in contempt of court.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
No. Yeah.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Or please testify for us.
Yeah, I would be very confused too if I were the judge. Who is your owner?
Hello. Ah. Amazing testimony.
There's no fault to this. I don't think we can break him. Certainly the most concise testimony we have. True. I agree with the judge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you gonna do, Nick?
Well, we have to ask him a name first, right?
We have to say
We
it's...
have to say Polly.
Yeah.
Well, I guess just press our... We'll just
I think
press
it should be...
the statements.
Yeah, I think we really need to press
do
the
we have
middle.
to use the parrot as evidence to get it to say, hey, we know its name, we can ask it this?
I don't know.
Let's press the statements first.
I think it's only one statement.
No, I think it's just present parrot, like Polly.
Let's press it first. Just see.
Pressing is the safer option.
Yes. Oh, yep, I know, this is stupid.
It's just dumb.
I know it, I'm not saying this.
Come on, you gotta put some passion into it.
I know I wanted to testify, I know how to get him to testify. Why don't you talk to her?
Right, what do I say?
Oh.
I think we need the name first.
Um,
Oh, have we forgotten something? The safe number doesn't help at all. We don't need that.
Yeah.
Try have we forgotten something? Remember what it says. DL6.
Yeah.
And then the
I
name.
have
Yeah.
forgotten something.
Should we try and forgotten something to see what happens? See if Maya remembers the name.
But I think we have to. Yeah, because he's not going to respond to what your name is. He's only going to respond if we say the name, and then.
Maya might remember, so that's what I'm saying. We could
Yeah.
say have we forgotten
Yeah, I'm
something?
hoping it's this.
All right,
yeah,
so
let's go with it.
all right, let's see.
Remember, 2 days ago.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
What? Don't
Don't
forget
forget.
DL6, huh?
I like how the parrot's being swapped between me and MJ.
Mm-hmm. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
What?
No. Quack. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something. Hello. Quack. Not working, Nick. She won't say it.
It's ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Just. Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
He somehow got to the parrot.
Or Yanni did.
Don't tell me Von Kammer expected this. He couldn't have really retrained a parrot, could he?
I feel like it would have been easier just to kill the parrot.
Did he train her not to respond if we asked for if we could gotten anything?
Well, let's go back to the previous statement.
Hello.
Press, yeah, let's try pressing this again and go for a different option, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's try...
So,
What's your name?
what's your name or the safe number?
let's
Safe
go
number
with the
might
name
now...
first.
Name? Okay.
Maybe I should get him to say her name.
Polly, what's your name? Polly, Squawk.
Mr.
Yeah.
Wright. I think we've established the parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with the owner's identity? Wait, who's that lady?
Misty Faye.
Oh, okay. I had to check. I was like, wait, I don't
Yeah.
remember her.
Yeah, no, well, we haven't really needed to use it much. The parrot
we
doesn't
have
say
any-
anything. I don't think we have anything that really
What's the
connects.
Wait, let's read in this.
Elevator district, air and elevator.
Yeah.
On the scene.
Yep.
Next page.
One bullet found apart. The murder weapon was fired twice.
Now, the Yogi, age 37, court bailiff trapped in Edgeworth, memory loss due to oxygen deprivation after his arrest. Fiance Polly Jenkins.
It relates. By the way, this is totally a stretch and bullshit.
A little
It is
bit.
definitely a stretch, but we have something.
Of course.
Yes, it does.
What?
Ah, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, do you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen. I'm not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor? The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity.
The DL6 case file?
It's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Ah, 3 pages, very long. Show us or stop
3
wasting our
pages.
time.
Very well. That's right, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name?
Page 3, so I think that was suspect data.
Let's double check it, just be safe.
Yeah.
Case summary. Victim data. Yep, suspect data. Just in
I
case.
can remember things.
I don't know. I thought it was suspect data too, but I just wanted to be sure. Suspect data.
It's on the page suspect data.
Hmm?
This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Very dark.
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Holly Jenkins. Holly.
Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named the pair after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog name she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix, right? Does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé? Dear God, I hope not.
She's only 7 years old.
That's Karma saying it.
Oh.
I thought it was Phoenix too, to be honest. She's only 7 years old.
That was a pretty stupid argument. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We need some corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more, if we could just find one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what?
Well, very well, witness, you may continue.
Do we go back and press the safe?
Yeah, I think that's it.
It's the only
Actually,
other thing.
go back to the DL6 case file.
Too late.
In a second. Yeah.
We can go back. DLC case file. Oh wait, the date.
12/28. And the passcode for the safe was 12/28.
But wait, yeah, we have to question him about the passcode.
Yeah, we're doing that right now.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, it all lined up.
This is some. Phoenix Wright is not a good attorney. He's just very lucky.
You know what? Sometimes that's what you need.
It is sometimes what you need. Maybe I'll get her to say the number on that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what's the number on the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228.
My, what a reckless little parrot.
This is fair enough.
I mean, that
Mr.
is kind
Wright,
of reckless.
You're claiming the number has something to do with the caretaker.
Nah,
you?
not at all.
Does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. We could possibly link this number.
Show me your moves.
Well, here we go again.
Back to the case file. This time, take a look at page 1.
The DL6 case file. What's the obsession you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, where in this is there something related to the safe number?
Case summary.
summary. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah,
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for a safe, Your Honor.
Not the brightest move.
That's how important that date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Bah, this is not tangible proof. Set my ATM card to 0001 because I'm number 1. It's not great to say that out loud. There's nothing to do with the date. Nothing.
That's enough. Thank you for your credit card information, now. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is all mere coincidence. That's all. I don't know. If you had just
I
one
think
of
the few things, too many things are lining up for it to be a coincidence.
Yeah. If it was just the one thing, then sure, I could argue it. But
Yeah.
2?
Yeah. 2 is suspicious.
However, two coincidences at the same time seems a bit more like a pattern to me.
The judge agrees. Well, what are you saying?
Sorry, summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately!
Did he run away again? I hope you had... Alright, good.
Witness? Tell us your name.
Wait. This witness doesn't remember.
No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. Been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Did you expect the persona switch?
Order! Order! I kind of suspected something along the lines. Either that or we were going to snap him back to his normal self kind of thing. Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes. It was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything.
So he's pretty much just a damned soul with a poor guy.
I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. And this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I had no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter.
You might as well at this point.
Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself?
Ah, fair enough.
Because he wants Edgeworth ruined. That's why.
Well, that's one case solved.
But Edgeworth is still in the crossfire.
Yeah, we're not done yet. We're solving a 15-year-old case on the last possible day.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong karma. Where is Mr. Yogi?
And this man basically put him to that.
Also, this case is literally just this meme.
Also, this is Varkarma's first loss.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be the second in a couple minutes.
It's true. Can't read. Basically.
Mr. Von Karma?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant Miles Edgeworth is
Innocent, in this case at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Confetti, yay.
Where did they get this confetti?
I don't know, but we're not done yet.
Resolve. This court is adjourned. Objection!
Yep.
Nope.
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth!
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean? You're innocent, you moron.
I'm not innocent at all. As we heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. Revenge for what? Nick? Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell him that he was the murderer in DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
What do I do? Objection?
I don't think it fucking matters.
I don't think it matters either, but I'm still going to try to defend our good friend's honor.
I do think this is one of those false option things where it doesn't really matter
Well,
what you
like-
choose.
Because
Illusory choice.
yeah, I was gonna say because no matter what, like
He's gonna
keep going.
Yeah, he's gonna keep going.
he's already
Yeah.
told you that he wanted to.
So do we don't raise objection or just keep letting him
Raise
go?
objection.
I guess we can go raise objection.
We are gonna... So we're gonna have to prove he somehow didn't murder his father, aren't we?
Huh? We're gonna have to disprove that he didn't do it. Yeah, that's what you're trying to say. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
You must hear this new statement. You must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right.
Damn it.
We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
Well, he's not guilty of one case. For 15 years. Had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't a suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, criminal of the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for the DL6, the statute of limitations, which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime which the statute of limitation runs out today. I don't want to deal with this, to be honest.
Ah, it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. The trial is mad for his crime of 15 years ago. I mean, I guess you are already here.
I need a break. Be back in 5. We'll figure it out later.
Judge, we have... Unfortunately, we've run out of donuts.
Oh, Christ. Court is adjourned.
Oof. We'll see you guys for the second trial in the same day.
Yeah.